So today we are studying the electrostatics. So first we have to know that what is the meaning of electrostatics. See that electrostatics means that electric charges are at rest. Okay. So now a question arises that what is electric charges? So what is electric charges? Here we see that here it is a glass rod and it is a silk means cloth. If we rub glass rod and silk, then glass rod has a property to attract small bits of paper. Okay, so means the light bodies. So the substances in such state are said to be charged and they are said to possess what is called electric charge. Means the process that a glass rod and a silk, if we rubbing with together, then the glass rod has got a property to attract small bits of paper. So this property and this is called the electric charge. So now there are two types of electric charges. First is positive charge and second is negative charge. So what are this? So positive charge. Okay. Yes. We are all know that an atom or an ordinary piece of matter consists of positively charged protons, negatively charged electrons and neutral neutrons. So in an atom there are equal number of protons and electrons. It is means it is electrically neutral. So now here we see that it we have two bodies. First is A is a body and B is another body. When we rubbed, then it shows that it is rubbing. Then it is equals to that a transfer of electrons is seen in this. So the so the A body which loses electrons is called the positive charged body, is means the positive charge, and the B body which get the electrons means the excess of electrons, it means it is negatively charged. Okay, all clear. Okay. Now next, it is found that electric charge cannot exist without matter. Yes, it is very true. It means that in every means in any matter or any atom there is electric charge, negative charge and electric and neutral. And if we transfer excess of electrons, it means it is negatively charged, and the body which has which get the means which give the electrons is called the positive charge. Okay, now charge is thus a fundamental and characteristic property of elementary particles. It is a scalar quantity. These all are the properties. Okay, yes. Now what is called the quantization of charge? It is the principle that the charge of any object is an integral multiple of the elementary charge E. Means E is a notation for elementary charge. For example, that what we seen that quantization of charge. So it means it is a property or the principle that the charge of any object is an integral multiple of the elementary charge. It means, for example, that 0 into E, it it is quantization of charge. 1 into E, 2 into E, minus 3 into E, minus 1 into E, and etc. All are this integral multiple, but not in the fraction manner means half e or minus 3.5 e, it means it is in the decimal. So it is not we cannot call it as the quantization of charge. We have to remember that quantization of charge means this, that that the charge of any object in any integral multiple of the elementary charge. So next, that conservation of charge, total charge, that is the algebraic sum of positive and negative charges in an isolated system, remains constant for all time. This is known as the law of conservation of charge. What is means that total charge, okay, that is the algebraic sum of the positive and negative, yes, charges in an isolated system. So here, that isolated system, what is isolated system? Isolated system, we mean that no charge is allowed to cross the boundary of the system. Okay, it is clear what is isolated system. So algebraic sum of positive and negative charges in an isolated system remains constant for all times. This is known as the law of conservation of charge. Okay, so here we exit our basic studies of the electrostatics. So here, so please, if you like this, then keep a like in our video and also subscribe our video. Thank you.